So today we'll be discussing about the northeastern state of Meghalaya in January 2025, what you should be expecting in terms of weather, temperature, road condition, places that you should be visiting, and overall what you should be packing and what should your budget be for the month of January 2025. So starting off with the weather, keep in mind that January is the peak of winter in Meghalaya, and winter in Meghalaya can be pretty cold. It won't snow at all, so do not go expecting any kind of snow in any part of Meghalaya. It's impossible for it to snow in Meghalaya, but it's definitely going to be very cold. The daytime temperature will range from 15 to 25 degrees depending on which part you are in. Dauki being the warmest, while places like Cherrapunji and Shillong will be even pleasant in the daytime. The nighttime temperature will range from anywhere between 10 to 2 degrees in places like Cherrapunji and Shillong. So be prepared to come with really good woolen clothing because it can get extremely cold in the night, and especially after sunset, anytime after 7 o'clock, it's when it starts getting very, very cold. And one very important thing to know is that it's very important to understand that in the nights it can get very cold, but there is no provisions for heaters in this part. No matter which hotel you're staying in, a homestay, no matter how costly, it is very, very unlikely that you will get a heater. So come prepared with really good woolen wear. Even the blankets will keep you warm, but it's going to be really, really cold. Now when it comes to the road condition, the roads all over Meghalaya, even the road from Guwahati to Meghalaya, is very, very well made, so you're not really going to be spending a lot of time bouncing through potholes like the rest of the hilly regions. But one thing that you got to keep in mind is that the roads are really twisty and windy. So when you're traveling around, if you're someone who is not okay with twisty and windy roads and that leads to motion sickness, then you can be up for a really tough time because it can get really tricky for those who are not okay with windy ghat roads. Other than this, the road going from Dauki to Shillong is really bad via Mowling Nong. That road is unmade and it's still yet to be made. It's a dusty, muddy road, so that creates a lot of hassle because it's a muddy dirt road that you got to drive in for most part of it till you really reach Dauki. In the end, the last maybe 20 odd kilometers is good after Mowling Nong, but for the major chunk of the road, I would say like 70% is still unmade. It's a highway which is unmade, so avoid taking that road by go two times. You can go via Jawai, visit Krangsuri Waterfalls, Fifi Waterfalls, go to Dauki, and then return back via the muddy road. Now, keep in mind one very important thing that when you're going in the month of January, the accommodation is not going to be really affordable because it's still season time in Meghalaya. It's not going to be as expensive as what it is in the latter part of December. But things in Meghalaya are costly when it comes to accommodation and transportation. The only thing that's really affordable in Meghalaya is the food, with thali system being the most common go-to food in Meghalaya, with veg thali starting for as low as 100 to 150 and non-veg anywhere between 200 to 300 depending on what you're looking to eat. Now, when it comes to the places that you should be visiting, Shillong, Cherrapunji, Dauki, and even Mausiaram are places that you should be visiting. But to go there, you need a minimum of around 5 to 7 days. You cannot do this trip in a short 3 to 4 days because keep in mind you're traveling and exploring the entire state, and to explore the entire state properly, you need time. And most of all, the sunset in Meghalaya in the month of January is by 4 o'clock in the evening. The sun will start to dip. So, latest by 5 o'clock, it's pitch dark and then you cannot see anything because it's dark. When I'm saying you can't see anything, it's no point going to a sightseeing spot because it's worthless since the sun has set and it's already, most probably, things will shut by 6:37. Even when you're going for dinner in places like Cherrapunji and Mausiaram, keep in mind that the things will shut early over there. And when I say early, the dinner restaurants in Cherrapunji will shut as early as 8:30 in the evening. So make sure that you go there early, otherwise you'll end up having no food for the night. Days do start early, with as early as 5 o'clock in the morning. You'll have the nice and bright sky. So if you're someone who's okay waking up in the morning early, do wake up early and start your journey early. That gives you enough of time to go and explore places at your own leisure. When it comes to the waterfalls, most waterfalls that will be active will be in the Jawai region, that is Fifi, Krangsuri. Nokalika waterfall will have a little bit of water, but overall most of it will be dried up. Do not expect water in Seven Sisters Falls. That's not going to have any water left. Now, when it comes to What kind of clothing you need to be carrying? You need to be carrying good woolen wear for the night. You need to be carrying light woolens for the daytime, and you need to be carrying your sunglasses and a very good pair of shoes, because it can get extremely tricky when you are going down to double decker root bridge, because it can be slippery. It's not going to be raining, so you do not need to be carrying your umbrella, but you definitely need to be carrying a sun cap. You need to be carrying your lip balm, your because it can get very cold over there, and that can lead to the dry weather will lead to your skin cracking, and if your lips crack, it's going to start bleeding, which is something that you do not want on holiday. Other than this, in Meghalaya in December, the room costing will range from anywhere between 2,000 to 4,000, depending on the standard room that you're looking for. If you're looking for a basic room, it will cost you around 2,000. Budget rooms are really not very good in Shillong or in Cherrapunji. You will not really like the rooms, because most rooms are really pathetic when it comes to these budget rooms which are below 2,000 rupees. So be very careful about the rooms you're booking. And when it comes to the double decker route bridge trek, remember that on Sundays, every Sunday, it is closed, but the rest of the 6 days it is open, and it's very easy to go there. Just make sure that you reach Tairan, that is the base village, to start the trek early in the morning, by latest 7 to 8 a.m. in the morning, so you have enough time to reach down and come back to the parking lot. Other than this, your trip for a week to Shillong, to Meghalaya and Shillong, should roughly be budgeted anywhere between 20 to 30,000, depending on the number of people that are there in your group. The lower the number of people, the higher the cost. More the number of people, the cheaper the cost. If you have any queries related to Meghalaya in the month of January, leave a comment in the comment section and we'll be happy to help. And if you are looking for a trip, we have one happening in the month of January. You can click on the link in the description, or you can leave a comment in the comment section, and we would get back to you with the trip details. Till our next video for Meghalaya and the Northeast, stay safe, stay happy, and stay blessed.